Welcome back to Legendary Mill Games. I'm your host, Joe. And do you love baseball and private detectives? Then this episode is for you. So, as you can see there, we are turning off Unlikely Valentine because we are currently at Hardware Town. This is where we got the paint last episode for Abbott, because we are going to go just over here to finally make our way to getting the collector's items for Moe. He is again the one selling Swatters at the Diamond City Marketplace, and he wants 3 particular signed items that are all in this ruined estate. Now, as you can see here, we don't currently have any areas that are closer to fast travel to, but the area is not that dangerous. There is just one random location you can pop across that can be a problem, but luckily we have a way out of it. So, Reba in hand, get ready for some ferals, because right over here is going to be a drainage dump site. As you can see, the rads get intense over here, which explains the 2 feral ghouls we have. And Piper is not going to be enough for these. So again, our shotgun does extra damage to ghouls, so there you go. And unfortunately, this is a bit of a fake out, because there's actually nothing here of any value. So it's literally getting irradiated and attacked just for the sake of it. So let's quickly undo all of this mess, rad ourselves away here, restore our health back up, and continue on. Now, obviously, the main point of today's episode is going to be finding the infamous detective that's gone astray. This is just a quick one to get out of the way, again, to help with Piper's affinity, because we want to get this over with as fast as possible, because we need the companion we're about to get today. And that means we need Piper to get maxed out so we can get her perk. So, let's go ahead, just take everything here, because there's actually not much here. So, as you can see, we work our way over this way. This is the Westing Estate. So, now that we can see here is the catcher's mitt, and if it's not a quest item, it's going to be important items for your settlement builds. So this is a very, very good location to get settlement items, especially adhesives with the wonder glue and the duct tape that's all over the place. But be careful, because this place is crawling with Mirelurks. But luckily it's the soft shell kind. So these take quite a bit more damage to your regular bullets, so nowhere near as difficult to take out as the regular Mirelurks. Let's take full advantage of that. As you can see, we have 2 items left to get, so let's jungle gem up here, and here's going to be another one. This one is the baseball card, and luckily Piper is just going to attract all the attention, which is much easier for us. Sorry, Piper, you're kind of on your own on this one. I mean, we'll chip in when necessary. As you can see, this automatic 10mm is just unbelievably powerful. It is amazing how, until this run, I have never really used the automatic pistol, but it is crazy how powerful it can be. I just wanted something that used common ammunition. That way we had an out for when the sniper rifles ran out. And just like that, we've got all of our Mirelurks down, I believe, except one. We might as well snipe it, just to make sure we've got it. If Piper didn't steal the... No, it's actually not the Mirelurk, it's the hatchling behind him. Okay, even better. So, the only thing we're worried about, as you can see, there's a glove and baseball there, but they're not the signed ones. The last one is in a safe up here somewhere. Right in the corner. There it is. It's very well hidden back here, and luckily it's only a novice lock, so anyone can do it from any point in the game. And just like that, we will have our 3rd and final item and can rush ourselves back to old Moe. Just like that, the signed baseball. So, back to Diamond City Marketplace. Let's go ahead.
That bridge across the river.
Hey.
Got those baseball relics I asked for?
Got them all right here.
I like your gumption. Let me take a look. This baseball. It's the real deal. You'd sign one of these, and give it to the children of anyone you killed on the field. Look at that card. See those numbers on the back? Tracks the count of enemies beaten to death by the player. Check out the leather on that mitt. Really good players use them to catch bullets. True fact there. That's everything on the list. Thank you. Far as I'm concerned, you're now a part of baseball collector history.
So I caution heavily, before you go to try and save the detective, make sure you have plenty of weapons, plenty of ammo, plenty of healing items, and absolutely bring a companion, because this is one of the toughest journeys so far. So to do this, let's go ahead and start out of Diamond City, just to the left. And we're going to be passing a lot of different locations, but there's one in particular we want to get a jump on. And this is actually where we're going to get our 9th holotape of the game. So again, make sure that Unlikely Valentine is the only quest that we have active. Make sure there's nothing else, so we don't have anything else distracting us on the radar down there. And this is going to get absolutely intense. Just be ready. Make sure you got either a sniper rifle or a assault rifle or even combat rifle at the ready, because there's going to be heavy resistance from super mutants and from raiders. So up here, we want to turn the corner, get up the stairs, and it's actually going to be right beside the library, the location we're looking for. And if you see those red awnings, you're on the right track. Right here it is, the police station. This is the police precinct number 8. And we want to go here specifically for one of Eddie Winter's holotapes. Now, why is this important? It actually has to do with the final quest that Nick gives you to unlock his perk ability. So it's good anytime you run across one of these police stations to search it. I think there are 4 or 5 of them in total, maybe? I can never keep track of how many of them there are, but they're spread all over the place, and you absolutely want to make sure you get all of them. That way you can just complete his quest so much faster.
Message to Rodrigo Palomar. Okay, my friend. I thought about it, and I've reached a decision on the Fallon's job. Your cut is exactly what you deserve. $0. Zilch. You heard me right. You get nothing. Yes, you cracked the safe, and yes, we got the diamonds. But you also tripped the alarm. Maggie got pinched, and that's entirely your fault. Now, when he gets out, Maggie's gonna want your head on a platter. I'm gonna give him your share instead. I see you getting off easy. Eddie Winter, signing off.
So as you can see, this Eddie Winter guy, he was definitely one of the old school type of gangsters. So we definitely know that our detective friend, that's going to be right up his alleyway. As you can see here in the computer, you can actually find out where all the other holotapes are located. So, as you can see, there's at least 3 more precincts for us to visit. Definitely just take advantage anytime you get to a police station. As you see here, right beside the police station is the Boston Public Library. That area is swarming with super mutants. Unless you're ready to run right into a super mutant ambush, stay far away from it. And where there's super mutants, there is also going to be raiders nearby, so just keep going this way to the right of the library. If you're seeing mannequins, you're going the right direction. Just hopefully you don't see them moving on you, because apparently that's a thing that happens in Fallout 4. I've seen enough videos on it. And now the booby traps commence. So let's go ahead and take out the secret turret back here that's just ready to sideswipe you as you run by and poke it out of existence. Again, Bayonet, so underrated. As you can see, it was defending that diner back there, but we are not worried about that. As you can see, we have raiders literally shooting us from the windows. That's what makes this area so dangerous. So quickly run down towards Swan's Pond. That is in the Boston Commons area, basically in the center of everything. And it's one of the few places you're actually safe from all the other enemies. As you can see, keep out right there. And I'll let Swan remain a mystery for now, because that is definitely something we are not ready to deal with. As you can see, that Raider's running away. I mean, he's getting anxious again because we shot him, but typically the enemies will literally just run away from you over here because they know who Swan is, and Swan is no easy feat. As you can see, there are going to be a bunch of locations on top of each other here, the Boston Commons and the Boylston Club. And this torn letter actually warns us about Swan, but not too worried about that right now since we're not doing that quest. Instead, this is where we need to be to go after our detective. So Swan's Pond is that way, but also there's something else neat here. Notice the sign. At Journey's End, follow Freedom's Lantern. So this is actually the start of the Freedom Trail. It's that red line on the ground there. You can actually follow it to get to the railroad. But that is also not our goal right now, as we finally make it to Park Street Station. Get ready, there are Triggermen everywhere down here. And they are not easy to take out. Unless you can get headshots on them, they do take quite a few hits.
Skinny Malone's crew was the best decision.
So let's immediately run to a bathroom so we can funnel them all into a corridor. So just over here. Again, just ignore everything as we just run back here. Be careful though, there is a trap on that stall with a grenade. As you can see, now we've got them all lined up in a row, and that's how we want to deal with them. You know, they're trying to be sneaky, peeking around corners. Little do they know we have a sniper rifle. You know, that is the one way you outdo someone with an assault rifle every single time. Just bring a sniper to the fight. Just make sure you're far enough away. And also the shotgun if they want to get close quarters with me. As you see, they are very good at corner sniping. So again, if you can nail them in the head, you'll take them out no problem. VATS is going to be crucial here, as you can see. So body shots, they can take a lot of them, but they definitely can't handle headshots. So, just smack you out of existence for getting too close. And now, we're just going to take everything and dump off on Piper what we can't use. And Piper, that's pretty much what I expected when everyone was firing at you. Technically, you don't have to waste a stim pack on your partner if you can clear the area of enemies. If you do clear the area of enemies, your partner will stand back up. And if you let them go for too long, they'll actually respawn back where the last settlement you put them at was. So in other words, when we dismissed Piper, we dismissed her to the lighthouse. So if we would not get back to her in time, she would actually reappear back at the lighthouse. And we would have to tell her to follow us again. So again, your partners do not die. No worries there. As you can see here, the good thing about this, besides all the goodies, which we will absolutely raid this place for later, is the fact that we have a bed here. So that way we don't have to waste all of our stim packs. We can just dump everything off on Piper and rest to get our health back up. So just like that, the first half of this area is done. Now also notice we got ourselves a suppressed 10mm automatic pistol. This one's actually stronger than the one we had before, so we're just gonna dump the one we had before, go with the stronger one, because the silenced aspect is also gonna stop us from getting detected as easily. So let's go ahead and switch back to sniper, because this area is rough. Definitely quick save. This area is so hard to clear out because there's so many different places they can hide in. So absolutely prioritize headshots here. If you're going to run down there, make sure you've got cover. Because like I said, they are everywhere and they will not come to the staircase, daggone it. I don't think I have ever lured them all over here. They'll usually just go to the bottom of the stairs and keep shooting you. So go ahead, as you can see here, sniper is crucial to getting through this area because they're just going to keep poking around every corner there is, as you can see there. But the advantage is, if you nail them in the head, they're as good as done. So, easier for us, let's go ahead. We are standing our ground and going nowhere. You want to peek around the corner? It's your funeral, buddy. And just like that, get out of there, both of you. Both of you. As you can see, they're actually having a hard time hitting us because we've got 2 different sets of stairs blocking us, taking half of their bullets. So, again, it's all about just getting yourself cover and sniping everything. Because as you can see, there are an absolute ton of Triggermen down here. And basically, they are guarding the vault because our mysterious detective has actually gotten himself into the vault that's hidden down here in the subway. So again, more Triggermen everywhere. This is why the sniper just makes this so much easier. I don't care if we use all of our ammo, we can replenish that. You all can't replenish yourselves. And Piper, you should stand back up because I'm pretty sure the fighting's done. And yep, as you see there, we did not use a stim pack. So just get the area cleared and your companion will get back up. As long as you didn't take too long. So let's continue through here. And as we can see, there are tons of good items to go for, but honestly, I'm not going to do a whole lot of it. I'm just going to kind of grab the essential junk items here, and then we're literally going to speed run Vault 114. I kid you not, I am not wasting time on it because it is easy to get bogged down in Vault 114. So again, here's you another bedroll to get back to full health. And as you can see, this area is just huge and open with cover literally everywhere as we make ourselves to the back section of this area, the Park Street Station. It doesn't matter which of the 2 paths you go down, they lead to the same place. As you can see here, we have a locked door that has us another bedroll over here. And you can actually unlock it just to the right of the concourse. Now, I will tell you, this companion that we're about to get is one of my favorites in the game. It is the companion you absolutely want to use the sarcastic speech checks on. And since we're almost there with charisma, let's boost it up again, because that just means less ridiculous stuff we have to wear to keep our charisma at least 11. So, let's keep it moving. As we can go ahead and check in on it right here. Based on what we're wearing, since I do have the combat armor back on, the champion armor, if I throw the wig on, just that alone now is enough to keep the charisma at 11. So don't have to wear the suit. So now you can actually keep your good armor on. Just throw a wig and some glasses on. Even though the glasses are goofy looking as heck. I know there's some other ones that aren't as goofy looking. But for now it works. And it keeps our charisma so we can pass any speech check we want. Now I did hear that there is a chance that a red speech check can fail at speech 11. I determined for us to stress test that as we go through this, because I'm actually going to intentionally keep my charisma right at 11 just to see if we end up failing any of the red speech checks, just so we know. It's always better to know if we need to take extra precautions so that we do, because there are some speech checks you absolutely do not want to risk failing. And some of them are only available in red checks. So, let's continue on. And this area is a little bit tougher to clear out, and I never understand why, but the cover is just so awkward here with these standing signs and the guardrails. I can never get clean shots here. As you can see, the head is just constantly covered up. Meanwhile, they can get right on top of you before you even know what's going on. This area, something about it has always been my worst area to deal with over here. As you can see, no matter where they go, they've got ridiculous amounts of cover. But you get too close, you're getting smacked. Sorry, buddy. And that's for you. And one more should send us on to Vault 114. So let's take all the goodies. We can dump them whenever we need to. And again, we are literally just going to run rampant through Vault 114. We are not sightseeing. We are not worrying about anything other than the essentials, because it is so easy to get lost and bogged down in there. So, pretty sure we got this area secure. Let's go ahead up the stairs, and here is the infamous vault entrance. So, let's go ahead, plug it in. Smack the button. And just like that, we're good. I was wondering if he was going to smack the button. I guess he had to sit there and ponder life a little bit. So, as you can see, this is Vault 114. We came from 111. So, let's continue on this way. And again, we are going to race through this vault because there are so many Triggermen and really not that many items of note here. There is a bobblehead. So, keep that in mind. This bobblehead is pretty much unmissable because it's actually in the same room as the detective we're looking for. So, let's go ahead and let's just trick ourselves out the entire run. We are just going to go close range with everything here because we have these very tight corridors. So, Psycho just to double our attack power. And here we go. Just blast through everything. As you can see, body shots don't do much to these guys. And again, we just are not going to get ourselves bogged down with all the inventory issues. Their dirty suits and baseball bats and nonsense are just not worth it. As he flails himself down in the most dramatic way possible. I swear, the ragdoll physics are absolutely hilarious in this game. Let's continue on. So, down we are running to try and make the most of that Psycho. We don't care what the conversations are. We don't care how excited you are to have the detective prisoner. He's coming with us, and you all get a free pass underground. Hopefully you know what I'm talking about. So, now that that's out of the way, let's continue on to this giant area. You can actually skip it. For the most part, just jump off the railing onto the floor and you can just make a beeline for the exit. So, let's go ahead. Make sure that we are good on health, that we are good on rads, and that we always have Psycho in our system. Because again, if we get addicted, which it looks like we did, we just pay a visit to the doctor, give him like 75 caps, and we're good as new. So, not worried about getting addicted right now. It will not last long. So, as you can see, we can literally just jump down on the bottom, bypass the entire walkway section, and just run straight to the exit. And move on. Just like that. We surprised him so much, he just fell down the hole. So that makes things easier. Unfortunately, he's got a baseball bat and we are close range. So we're going to need more than just Psycho this time. We're going to need Med-X as well, which used to be called Morphine. Yes, if you did not know, these chems are absolutely modeled after some real-life things. And they changed morphine to Med-X just to not encourage people on morphine. So here we go. As you can see, the bobblehead is looming closer, and that means so is the detective.
Feeling hungry?
Keep talking, meathead. Give Skinny Malone.
Sorry, Dino, we do not have time for your mindless rambling. We've got a detective to save, and you're kind of in the way. So as you can see, old Dino definitely has more health than the others, but to Psycho, he is no match. So let's go ahead. As you can see, there's actually not much to grab down here. So instead, let's get right back up top because there's where the terminal is to finally get back to the detective. So back up to the catwalk where Dino was and still is. Let's go here. And right away, we get a dud removed. And we try rate, only one likeness, keep removing duds as we go. So R-A-T-E, should have known that wasn't it, because it had two of them in common. Over here, F-E-L-L-R-A-T-E, nope, nothing in common. So, RATEFELL, that's it. And just like that, we finally have Nick Valentine.
Haha, my knight in shining armor. Question is, why does he come all this way? Risk life and limb? Old private eye.
I need you to find someone, but it's complicated. I don't exactly know where they could be or how long they've been gone.
Well, I've done jobs with less. Somehow nice and simple never makes it onto the menu in my world. I've been cooped up in here for weeks. Turns out the runaway daughter I came here to find wasn't kidnapped. She's Skinny Malone's new flame. And she's got a mean streak. Anyway, you got troubles, and I'm glad to help. But now ain't the time. Let's blow this joint. Then we'll talk.
So, as you can see, he's a synth prototype, and right here behind him is the Speech Bobblehead. Now, this is not to be confused with the Charisma Bobblehead. This one actually just gives, I believe, all vendors an extra 100 caps whenever you're bartering. Yep. So basically, they have more money to work with, so you can sell them more stuff. So, let's go ahead and follow Nick out. He seems to know the way. And we are absolutely going to listen to our synth prototype. So, as he kind of alluded to there, we know Diamond City's paranoia about the synths, but the thing here is, they're not paranoid for Nick Valentine because he actually looks clearly like a robot. So they know he's artificial, they know he's a synth, and they don't have to be afraid of him. So that's why the people of Diamond City are not worried about him, plus the fact that he has solved various crimes and helped people his entire time there. And I will tell you, he is literally the best companion to use the sarcastic speech choices with. You literally get to turn into a crime-fighting duo with him, and it is outstanding. Just whatever you do, do not have a moral evil character if you're going to run with him, because he's an investigator for a reason. He has no time for any amoral crap. But sarcasm... You can always do the sarcasm with Nick Valentine. That is always a fun time. As you can see here, we are on Psycho, and we are now using the silenced automatic pistol, and it just shreds these guys. We mainly wanted to pick the locks so we could get the stim packs and such in there. As you can see, it literally just deletes them in seconds. We're not even level 20 yet, and we have weapons that can just delete the Triggerman like this. It is that ridiculous. Though the Psycho helps, let's be honest. As you can see, this is a place I'm definitely going to have to go back to off camera just to get so many supplies for building. This area is literally a treasure trove of them. As we again follow Nick, get rid of whatever that distraction was, and continue our way up. Again, literally just shreds them. And this is literally just a 10mm pistol. Literally the very first pistol you get in the game. Just an automatic version. It is crazy it has this kind of power.
Malone and the rest of his boys are waiting.
As you can see here, we want to make sure our charisma is still up, because we are going to have to pass the orange speech check. Now, there is an option for a red one, but if you do it, you're going to have to fight them, and personally, I don't want to fight. I want to pick the pacifist way out here, mainly because Piper's going to love it.
Shouldn't be too hard.
And here we go.
Okay, I got it. But I hear big fat footsteps on the other side. Once we step through this door, get ready for anything.
What are you doing? You come into my house, shoot up my guys? You have any idea how much this is gonna set me back?
I wouldn't be here if it weren't for your two-timing dame, Skinny. You ought to tell her to write home more often.
Oh, poor little Valentine. Ashamed you got beat up by a girl? I'll just run back home to Daddy, shall I?
Should've left it alone, Nikki. This ain't the old neighborhood. In this vault, I'm king of the castle. You hear me? And I ain't letting some private dick shut us down now that I finally got a good thing going.
I told you we should have just killed him! But then you had to get all sentimental. All that stupid crap about the old times.
Darla, I'm handling this. Skinny Malone's always got things under control.
Oh yeah? Then what's this guy doing here, huh? Valentine must have brought him here to rub us all out?
Darla, listen to me. You have a home to go back to. You don't want to throw your life away with these thugs.
You're right! What am I doing? I've gotten all mixed up.
Darla, where are you going?
Home, Skinny. Where I should have been all this time. This is goodbye for us.
Oh, come on, Nicky. You cost me my men, now you and your friend cost me my girl?
My friend here just did you a favor, Skinny. You always did have bad taste in women. Now that she's not around to feed that temper of yours, maybe you'll see sense and let us walk. You still owe me for 2 weeks in the hole.
You smug, overconfident ass. Get out of here! All right, you get to the count of 10. I still see your face after that. I'm gunning both of you down.
We better get out of here, fast.
Well, he says he's giving us 10 seconds to get out of his face, and he absolutely means it. So we just need to go. Don't worry, I'm following your lead, Nick. You know the way out. I clearly don't. As you can see, we are right back in the Park Street Station, and at this point, we are just running for our lives. My gosh, go, 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 because as you can see, he's got the Triggerman with him. He is obviously no slouch to take down, and we have lost the detective. Good grief. Nick went that way. So, let's go over here instead, and out this way. Again, Nick, you know the way better than I do. We will follow you to the back bay.
Commonwealth sky. Never thought anything so naturally ominous could end up looking so inviting. Thanks for getting me out. How did you know where to find me, anyway? Not many people knew where I went.
Your secretary, Ellie, she sent me.
She did? I should give her a raise. Now, you mentioned something about a missing person. No trace of where they've gone. I want you to come to my office in Diamond City. Give me all the details. Besides, I think you've earned a chance to sit down and clear your head.
I'll meet you there.
See you in Diamond City.
As you can see there, you can follow him back, but we're just going to go ahead and fast travel because that way we get back the same either way. Piper's going to give us some kind of goodies.
Are you here?
And here we are.
Oh God, it's really you.
Well, it's hard to mistake this mug for anyone else.
You keep laughing at death. Someday, death's gonna laugh back.
Not as long as I got a few friends to back me up.
You saved Nick, this agency, and my job. Thank you.
Hey, happy to do it.
Yeah? Go diving into scary pre-war ruins all the time then, do ya? Here, every cap we agreed to for finding him. Plus a little something extra. You know, if you're looking for work and don't mind putting on the detective hat, Nick sure could use a new partner.
Whoa. One case at a time, Ellie. Our new friend needs our help first. All right, let's get down to business. Take a seat. Make yourself comfortable. When you're trying to find someone who's gone missing, the devil is in the details. Tell me everything you can, no matter how painful it might be.
We were in a vault when it happened. Vault 111. It was some kind of cryo facility.
You were on ice, huh? More importantly, you were underground, sealed up. There's a lot of obstacles to get through just to take one person. What else can you tell me?
We're looking for my son, Shaun. He's less than a year old. Why would anyone take him?
Good question. Why your family in particular, and why an infant? Someone would be taking on all of his care, and a baby needs a lot of it. Anything else you remember?
There was a man and a woman. They didn't say much. But I remember they called me the backup.
So we're talking a small team. Professionals. The kind that know to keep their lips tight when they're on the job. Not sure what the backup means, though. Well, that confirms it. This isn't a random kidnapping. Whoever took your kid had an agenda. There's a lot of groups in the Commonwealth that take people. Raiders, super mutants, the Gunners, and of course there's the Institute.
So you think this Institute is responsible?
Well, they're the boogeymen of the Commonwealth. Something goes wrong, everyone blames them. Easy to see why. Those early model synths of theirs strip whole towns for parts, killing everything in their way. Then you got the newer models, good as human, that infiltrate cities and pull strings from the shadows. Worst of all, no one knows why they do it, what their plan is, or where they are. Not even me. And I'm a synth myself. A discarded prototype, anyway.
Either way, I need to find Shaun.
You're right. The speculation is getting us off track. Let's focus on what you saw. What did these kidnappers look like?
I'll never forget that voice. Low and rough. Like sandpaper across your face.
Not much to go on. But a tough and commanding voice can get someone pretty far in the violence business. What else?
The woman was dressed in, I think it was a kind of hazard suit. The man had some sort of metal brace on his arm.
Maybe some kind of improvised armor? A lot of hired guns do that to look tough. The hazard suit is interesting. Not many mercs can afford something that fancy. What else do you remember about them?
One of them came right up to me. Bald head. Scar across his left eye.
Wait. It couldn't be. You didn't hear the name Kellogg at all, did you?
I might have. Everything was foggy.
It's way too big of a coincidence. Ellie, what notes do we have about the Kellogg case?
The description matches. Bald head, scar, reputation for dangerous mercenary work, but no one knows who his employer is.
And he bought a house here in town, right? And he had a kid with him, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right. The house in the abandoned West Stands. The boy with him was around 10 years old.
It's Shaun. It has to be. Somehow.
Don't jump the gun on me. You said you were looking for an infant, remember? That's over 9 years difference by my count. Look, maybe he has a son of his own. Maybe it's someone else's kid. Either way, they both vanished a while back. Let's you and I take a walk over to Kellogg's last known address. See if we can snoop out where he went.
Security doesn't really go to that part of town, but you two should still be careful.
I always am.
As you can see, this Kellogg guy is a big deal, but personally I'm not going to go after him anytime soon.
Didn't want Ellie to hear this, but I think you should know. Everything I dug up about Kellogg before his disappearance is bad news. He's more than just a mercenary. He's a professional. Quick, clean, thorough. Has no enemies, because they're all dead. Except you. But 9-to-1 odds says he's our man. It's more than just you identifying his distinguishing features. The MO is all him as well. Leading a small team to kidnap a baby and leaving one of the parents alive for later? Not many mercs in the Commonwealth can pull that off. Here we are. Keep an eye out, will you? Let's see if I can get this open. That's one heck of a lock. Got something to hide, Kellogg? Why don't you give it a try?
Locked tight. Hey, Valentine.
Stubborn lock, ain't it? No luck? Guess we'll need to find the key. See that platform in the distance, near the city entrance? That's the elevator to the mayor's office. Why don't you go ask around there? I'll stay here and see if I can jimmy this lock.
So we're gonna have to see a secretary again. As you can tell, we actually saw this place before when we were given the grand tour of Diamond City. This is definitely a big deal. We're gonna do just the bare minimum to get Nick to continue on our journey with us. So if you've not already, please check out the Fallout 4 playlist. Like, share, comment, subscribe so more can see our videos. See you next time. Take care, everyone.